We are Group TSB, consists of Yiming, Dona, Tianyuan, and Zilin. We are going to talk about our research proposal. Our research proposal is about food waste.
First, we searched statistical information and industry report. We found that food waste is a worldwide issue, with estimated ranging from 30% to 50% of all food produce never reach a human stomach. Food waste refers to food that either doesn't reach the consumer or does reach the consumer but is discarded. In Australia, food waste costs the economy roughly $20 billion each year. In 2016 until 2017, Australia is predicted to have created 7 million tons of food waste, with 34% from households. As a result, eliminating food waste has lately become a national concern in Australia. In 2017, the Australian government announced funding for Australian $4 million. This will help the country meet the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal of halving food waste by 2030. Therefore, with the urgency of food waste situation in Australia and the support from government, we are going to conduct qualitative and quantitative research. Before we conduct qualitative and quantitative research, we also did literature review to understand why people do food waste even though they know that it is not good for the environment. We found that for internal motive, convenience, habitual behavior, diet and health concern, perceived value for money, hedonism or lifestyle, and societal standard impact everyday shopping and consumption patterns. And for external cause of food waste is customers are exposed to marketing that influence their decision to buy products impulsively, and consumers also tend to choose cheap product or buy in bulk, and it is cause food waste.
Now I'm going to talk about the qualitative research in our project. As Dona mentioned, the whole world is experiencing huge economic loss and the issue of disposing of the waste fresh food. We want to use qualitative method to investigate how can as food retail encourage consumer to purchase damaged or unformed fresh products to reduce the economic loss and the amount of waste fresh food. We choose a semi-structural interviews as research method, as it can address in-depth response by asking consumer to expound and provide details of their answers. In the next part, I will explain the details of our sample. With the sample size total 120 per person and 20 per market, we are going to use stratified sampling according to the age of the consumers, the location of the store, for example, rural area and the urban area. The location will be set at the most popular Australia supermarket Woolworth and the Coles. Because of consumer characteristic, the data will be collected through questionnaires with open questions. In order to encourage consumers to fill in our questionnaires, we will give each person $20 cash bonus. After collecting the data, thematic analysis will be used to feature analysis the data.
After we conduct our qualitative research, we move on to the quantitative research. As we found out how house food retail can encourage consumers to purchase damaged fresh products, we then ask what are the effective measures house food retail can take to appeal consumers to purchase these unformed fresh products. So we come up with quantitative research problem. Marketing strategies of house food retail fail to appeal consumers to purchase unformed fresh products. So our research question is, what are the marketing strategies that appeal consumers to purchase damaged fresh products? Our research objective at this quantitative research is to determine the effective marketing strategies to appeal consumers to purchase damaged fresh food. To conduct our research, we chose cross-sectional surveys and close-ended questions. We conducted 10 local supermarkets from different main residential suburbs across Sydney. Sample frame is 200 fresh food consumers as respondents. We will be doing intercept surveys. And the close-ended questions will be conducted in the locally famous supermarkets such as Woolworths, Aldi, and Coles. The survey locations are populous residential suburbs of Sydney, such as Zetland, North Strathfield, and Extra. And the respondents will be awarded non-disposable shopping bags for their participation.
After the completion of quantitative research and qualitative research, we checked the budget. The budget for quantitative research was $2,000 and the budget for qualitative research was $3,600. For quantitative research, the content of our research, we choose cross-sectional surveys and close-end questions. For qualitative research, we choose the semi-structured interview as the research method because its address, it depends the response size by asking customers for extensions and providing detail of all their answers. In the next stage, we determine the timelines. We complete the project approval and the preparation adjust. Starts the offline survey in the first week of September. Collected data. To the research, the data and discussed it through thematic research, and complete the personal report in the third week of September. We have to stand up and do something about the whole amount of food we waste. Self-display is the first step. I believe that when each of us do it, then your spirit infects your family. Everyone will join. For our sake, for the earth's sake, let's do it. This is our presentation for Group 5. Thank you.